Hey everyone, what's going on? It's me again. So, I'm here today with this personal theory episode 1, and this is something I've been wanting to discuss as a bit of a fan story or something like that. But what I really wanted to ask is, what if Godzilla actually existed? I mean, like, physically in the real world. And what if he did terrorize Earth in the future? Well, today, I'm going to be explaining what would happen in reality and, yes, how will the forces of real-life Earth deal with a situation like this. Now, we do know that there is a coronavirus pandemic happening, which is a big, dangerous situation, so I'm going to ask the question, what would happen if Godzilla terrorized the Earth in 2020? First of all, obviously, cities will be destroyed worldwide, and as well, humanity will try to rebuild constantly as their world has fallen, and major disruptions throughout society will happen as well. We do know that Godzilla is of Japanese origin, but what if he attacks the United States first in reality, and like he usually does in the Monsterverse, which is the modern American take on Godzilla? But what if Godzilla spreads to other places like Europe, or Asia, or Africa, or other continents or islands in the world? Secondly, the stock market would crash, unlike the Great Depression that happened in 1929 to 1933, where mass unemployment worldwide happened. And with Godzilla attacking Earth in 2020, then that means people would lose their jobs due to this terrorism happening. And since this coronavirus pandemic is terrorizing us in reality, then that means this is becoming an economic crisis again, and Godzilla's effect on mankind in reality would also be an economic crisis as well, and a massive problem. Thirdly, schools are going to close worldwide. Because Godzilla's destructive reign does not end, then that means, of course, young lives are being put at risk, especially children or preschoolers. So that means they're going to have to stay home and stay well and healthy and alive. But that means they'd probably not go back to school in a while due to the school being destroyed. High schoolers and university students need protection as well, as they will stay home and probably have a year off as well. Fourth, armed forces will need to join together to protect the planet, because this is going to be a major problem. Since North Korea were using nuclear missiles before, but they were put to a stop in 2019, then that means if Godzilla actually terrorized the Earth, that means different armies worldwide are going to need to be allies and help each other into destroying Godzilla. However, the great 20 nations are going to need to assemble and devise a plan to protect humanity as well. And United States President Donald Trump will also need to think of a plan to protect the citizens of the US, as well as other political figures such as the Prime Minister of China and Japan, and also the Prime Minister of England and Australia will also need to join forces and protect their people of their countries as well. Fifth, hospitals are going to struggle to protect patients because they'd be severely injured by Godzilla's rampaging through the streets. Then that means paramedics aren't going to do very good at reviving the patients. They could instantly die on their way to the hospital or in hospital, but that will be very, very hard since families will lose their loved ones as well, and yes, we'll all blame it on Godzilla himself. Sixth, natural disasters could also occur because Godzilla is a major disruption throughout society. If this actually happened, then that means tsunamis could form and destroy cities as well, since Godzilla rises out of the ocean. And yes, also volcanoes could erupt, and that is going to be a major problem for us all, since we can't decide what to deal with if three things happen all at once. Seventh and lastly, planes are going to struggle to fly in and out of countries. With Godzilla on the loose in real life, he's very destructive. He can just grab a plane or eat it or destroy it, and that'll be a major problem because flights could be delayed at airports wherever you are. And that was my 7-point ideas on what could happen if Godzilla actually terrorized the Earth in 2020 or in the future. But we all know that Godzilla is just fake, and yes, depictions of cities getting destroyed is all imaginative, but we do know that real-life crises have happened in real life, such as plagues and also, yes, this coronavirus as well happening. And yes, we also see major disastrous events happen as well, such as Avengers Infinity War and World War Z, those movies, yes, they're all fake. But if this really happened, we would totally be in for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video like this very soon. Make sure to check out the other videos on my channel and subscribe. Bye.